Shout out to the Dub. Hey,
watch this.
Hey, number one Dub.
Football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hoods, put it in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. James Mack, he be on the scene, rocking the gear, it's so clean. We rise and go easy, off the easy, push easy. With my steppers, our special gifts, make it blitz so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub. 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 That GF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That GF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat O'Teasy, Jeremy McKinnon, Coach Carr, and Brian Reiser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out.
Going to the next round. Salute. Get ready.
Dub salute. Hey.
Thank you. Love the Dub.
Yes, sir. Give us a salute.
Oh, how y'all do? Y'all just do that salute?
Yeah.
All right. I like. Boom. I pop it.
Let's go. Kendrick Holloway, head football coach, Richardson High School. We want to give out a Dub salute, baby.
It's Coach Small from Irving Nimitz High School, shouting out the Dub from the South Side.
Coach dies, Daddy dies, is what I like to call him, right? What does this mean for you? To see your son have an opportunity, not to coach against him, but just to be a fan and watch him, and be dad and watch him.
Well, 7 years ago, the Carroll ISD took a chance on a 29-year-old that had never been a head coach before. At the time, they asked me about it, and I told them, I said, if there was ever a 29-year-old that was ready for that job, my son Riley Dodge is ready for that job. You know, he grew up in this program. He knew the blueprint. He has enhanced 1,000% the blueprint. But I'm just so proud of it. I mean, you know, it's just kind of one of those daddy moments when you just kind of swell up with pride for your boy. Getting to the show, and now it's about seeing him work this week and go finish the deal.
Finish it. Now, I got to ask you this, because we've been wanting to get you on the show for a long time. Okay.
Salute.
What up? What up?
My man didn't finish, but hey, he right back at the stadium. That's the good news.
How you finish the whole Dub salute thing and Irvin Nimitz don't even salute?
That's tough.
It is tough.
Well, you know, Nimitz got a problem. You know, I support Nimitz 110%. But you know, he working on it.
That's a buoy grab, man. We can't do that. He did his best, Coach. He did his best.
Yeah, he just forgot to salute. We'll get it next time. You know, I go out there in the spring. If they have a spring, I go out there again. And this time, make sure he salutes,
Coach. Thank you.
I'll make sure we get the salute. He lost his OC. I gotta see if they still running the slot T. OC, you know, he went to West Mesquite and left the slot T back at Nimitz, I guess. I don't know.
He at West Mesquite.
They going to run it.
I was like, Coach, just, you know what I'm saying, just line it up, man. To me, power spread is best. It's universal. It's universal. Yeah. Just go power spread. If you got a quarterback to throw, you can add to it. If not, he can run. You know, I'm just saying. Anyway, it's Sunday night, fellas. Welcome. We here. We just kind of got an open show tonight, man. We just go chop it up for a little bit, and then we're gonna get out of here so Willow can go work out, and me too. I can go work out. I do got a question for y'all, man. Before I go to each one of y'all to ask y'all a question, I got a question for everybody. What's the best time to swim? Is morning or nights?
A lot of people drown in the morning.
It's two things, right? I think because I was just asked what's the best time to work out. So it's always better to work out in the morning. Just wake up, go work out, don't eat nothing, whatever. Just get up and go. You know what I'm saying? You'll find yourself it'll lower your A1C. It intensifies your insulin. Like it helps your body. You know what I'm saying? And it's also part of your fasting. So if you put that on top of your fasting, it helps you lose weight a lot faster. Now, also, a lot of people go work out in the evening because it helps them go to sleep at night.
I don't think Coach Carr heard the question, J-Man.
Yeah.
Swimming?
Yeah. I said swim. What's the best time to swim in particular?
Yeah.
But swimming do make you sleepy though. It do. And that's what
in that sun.
Yeah. I'm adding swimming to my workout routine now. So I'm just trying to figure out do I want to do it.
Okay, my fault, Coach Carr. I didn't get the contact. I got you.
I do kind of because I thought Willow. I mean, we're on the same page because I thought about nights because it do. I don't know if y'all remember, but you know, I'm from that era where we used to walk all the way to Redbird to swim, and we would swim all day. By the time we walk home, we was out of there.
Yeah.
Baby. You know what I'm saying? Or we went to the YMCA right there or Hampton. We would swim, and I'm telling you, we got home like we would go as a group, and we'd be like, "Hey man, we'll call you in a couple of hours," because everybody would go home taking a nap.
Yeah.
Right. It's out of there. You know, because we walk there.
Yeah.
And you walk. Yeah. And the walk. You're right.
And we walk.
Right.
And let me ask the Dub fitness expert, B. Rise.
Man, we talk about swimming. You know, I think it'll be better to swim on in the morning on an empty stomach. I don't think I want to swim bloated.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying,
just make sure you drink plenty of water.
Right. So I mean, you know, I would do it in the morning time if it's just up to me.
But
I said,
at
night, you know, you're gonna be eating. You finna, you know.
Be rise. I think you can float better if you float
it. Yeah, listen, I can tell you this. By the time I get home, so after I get home, go to work. I had the best morning in the world. You have more energy in the morning. I bet you your morning rise, J Mac. I bet you while you're on that truck, man, you're alert. You know what I'm saying? Like you just feel better.
Yeah, you feel better, Jay.
Yeah, because I usually walk a little bit in the morning, and then I switched it to the afternoon. But I want to start back mornings because I think that's just better. Because it's a struggle after you on work. You know.
Yeah, it's tough, dog.
10 to 12 hours.
Plus after you work out in the morning, it's hard to feel like you can't do anything. Like you like, man, I done got the hardest thing of my day out the way, so I'm good to go. So yeah, I like the morning time too. The swimming different. That chlorine, man, I don't know about going to work after swimming, but I mean, if you gotta do it, you gotta do it.
Yeah, you're gonna be sleepy in the truck, dog.
After you work out?
I'm real, Jay.
Well, I mean, I think if you go to sleep on an empty stomach, you drink plenty of water, you go to sleep. I was thinking you go, then you know, of course, you go home, you wash all the chlorine off of you. It should wake you back up, right? It should be like a refreshing to drink your coffee.
Right.
And head on to work. Either way you go, you're gonna be tired. Hell, if I do an hour workout, I'm gonna be tired.
Yeah, you got a point there. You got a point there.
So we'll see how it goes. I'll keep y'all posted on how they work out, but I'm gonna add a little swimming to it.
Hey, at least with the swimming, you can get your shower and your swim out the way. You work out. You take your shower while you working out.
That is true.
Hey, you gotta watch that chlorine off for you.
You ain't gonna smell like ass, but you're gonna have a lot of chlorine on you.
Man, as soon as you hit that sun, if you got chlorine on you, y'all gonna be man. I'll be black as your background, Pat.
Hey, dog, they doing in the morning, big dog. No, we ain't. You know what? It's non-negotiable. No, you know what? Hey, be right. Hey, it's in the morning. It's non-negotiable.
Knock it out in the morning, man. You'll feel so much better, man.
After work, Jay, I drive.
Good in the morning.
You ain't even do nothing, Jay. You ain't finna swim no 8 o'clock at night.
You're right, man. And it wouldn't be 8 o'clock. It would have to be later than that. Like it would probably be like 9:30, like just to go by like 9:30 to 10, just get your good, get your laps in.
No, that's no.
Yeah, you right. You right.
Gee, it's Baka time around that time, Jay.
He says it's Baka time.
I'm just saying,
Okay. Hey, I'm sorry, I was reading. But my man say, the special guest said he'll come on. So I kept trying to. So while I send him the link, I want my man Solomon. Because my man Solomon, he went to Waxahachie and Lancaster already for workouts. So Solomon, I want you to break that down. Tell us what you saw and how you feel about it. So Willow can tell you don't know what you're looking at.
It's only right. It's only right. But yeah, man, Waxahachie, man, I like it. I like Coach Williams, man. He brings he's like a combination of old school and new school. And you can tell by the staff too. Like I saw the H-back coach and he got on the jean shorts with the high pulled up socks and the New Balance. Like, see, that's old school right there. But at the same time, they're trying to make hard fun because it's got to be hard, right? But so many people try to focus on making it fun that you take the heart out of, and vice versa. So I like that. And those kids, man, Waxahachie is big. Like they're deep big, not just up front. Like 2-3 years, freshmen, juniors, sophomores, they are big. But I think they're gonna be all right. Now I did go early, and both teams were getting ready for that district track meet. So the guys weren't necessarily practicing, but I think Waxahachie, they're gonna be all right. I will say this. I'll give y'all a story. I went to a practice, and I didn't post about it, and I won't say the school or anything. I was kind of disappointed at like the sense of urgency and the intensity of the practice on a team that's been, like on the cusp but hasn't got over the hump yet. And you be thinking like, hey, we do or die right now. But it seemed kind of like, the last day of school when everybody's at school, but you're not really at school. You just kind of there having fun. That's what practice seemed like to me. So I definitely didn't get that from Waxahachie or Lancaster. And I like what Coach Jack's approach. It's like a new college when a new staff gets at a college, like we starting from scratch. We got to reteach before we go into this, and this. So I like where they're starting. They're teaching the kids how to play football before they start teaching them X's and O's and everything. And I like that. I like that a lot. So from Waxahachie and Lancaster, I like what I see. I'll say Lancaster fans, man, going to 5A will help, but what Coach Jack is building, he's cooking it in the oven. It ain't microwave. So that's gonna be good for a while. So that's what I got on those two.
Great assessment.
Yeah.
So you did like what you saw from Lancaster?
Yeah, I do. I like the coaches, man. That Hansbard, I think his name, the one that won the Dope Walker.
Yeah, no, that dude gonna be a head coach soon.
I was thinking that, J-Mac, when I was watching him. I like the way he teach. He be on them, but like I said, he make it hard and fun. Like winning is fun, but like you got to do the hard stuff to win first. So I really like that. They're intense, and it's like one of the coaches, another coach, I think it was not linebacker. I forget his name, but he was telling them like I graduated from Lancaster. So like if you think this is a joke, like this ain't a joke to me. And like I love that culture. He got a great staff, a combination of everything, and then. Like you said, that was my first time meeting Jack. The word general, I think that is the perfect word for that man. But yeah, he got it. Lancaster gonna be all right for a while. And that QB like big as hell. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that kid he like 6'6" now.
He looked like a DN. He looked like KJ Ford and Landon Barnes out there, man. Like he is big. He's tall and he be in their weight room. So yeah, man, their read option gonna be something.
Oh, anybody got any questions for my man on those two?
Hey, what about the talent level? How you feel about the Lancaster talent level? Just got it sounded like they were doing some not too much install or anything like that. It's probably just doing the fundamentals and stuff like that.
They're still gonna be. They still got a great stable of running backs. Like Lancaster's gonna have that. Let me think of what else I really saw because it was just there was no pads or anything. I think the trenches they're getting the development part in right now, Pat, and that's what I like. I think that they're big in the trenches for sure, but I think that they needed to work on the technique and like Coach Carr said, man, we're gonna start with just getting in the stance. So I think up front they got work to do, but like I said, that's what they're doing. So even if it's not there right now, they got a freshman starting at right guard, big old Hispanic kid. Like by the time he's a senior, he gonna be on the list for sure if they stay at it. So yeah, they got it. I think they got to work on some things for sure. It's yeah, but they're doing all the right stuff. So talent level, I wouldn't say they're shaped and molded like the kids at DeSoto and Duncanville, like they're already ready to go. But they've got the size, they got the athleticism. Now Jack and them are teaching them football. So
yeah. My big thing at Lancaster in the past was I was always surprised as to how small they were on the line of scrimmage, especially on the defensive side over the years. So it's good to hear that they got some size.
I was gonna say D-line is still kind of the same, Pat. You got your short, chunky DTs. You're kind of skinnier, like they got the athletic D-line, not the big hunky Duncanville D-line.
Not them Richardson D tackles and nothing like that.
Yeah, not quite there. Offensively, yeah, they got it there. But defensively, it's still athletic.
I got a question for you, Solomon.
Yeah.
On Hatch, I got a question regarding Hatch. Do you feel the same the sentiment as most people that with Hatch that it's now or never regarding state this year? Do you think like it's state this year or it's a
I will say yes, but not because the same reason people think. Right. The reason why I say yes is because they're about to split. They're about to open up that new school. Right. And I talked to the O-line coach, Coach Kirsch, and he was kind of talking about he expects kind of a drop in numbers for that first realignment, and then they'll go back up. So, and in terms of, Jaquan Snell, the QB, like you're going to lose those kids. So I would say yes due to that fact. Because next realignment, you're going to be short on numbers and you got to figure out a lot more. But at the same time, they got a lot of young kids that's coming up. Their offensive line, like if you just looked at them, you couldn't really necessarily tell who's varsity, who's JV, who's freshman, which is saying a lot. Right. So I wouldn't say now or never, but yeah, kind of be right. Kind of. I'm sorry. That's a hard.
Because of split, because of split. I mean, this was I think me, J Max. I don't know what my boy Willow, but with the split, they're gonna lose a lot of their talent as well.
Yeah,
because I know a lot of new kids like going to brand new schools, so that's what I'm saying. So it's like
not if the old one got championships.
I know that's what I'm saying. So I'm thinking. My thinking is Solomon. Hey, they get a state this year, man. They'll carry a lot of momentum in their realignment phase.
Yeah. But at the same time, like I said, with Coach Williams too, like I think, and especially a place like Waxahachie, like there's some of those college jobs where they might not be in the championship every year, but if you get there as a head coach, like this is where I want to build my roots. I think Coach Williams has found somewhere he can build his roots. So I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. And what they're building over there, the same thing I said about Jack, man, I think that's going to be sustainable. I think they're doing it the right way. Like, that's why I like going to these practices, because I need to kind of see how it's being made. It's actually going to be all right. They're going, especially in about 4 years when they get all the kids and stuff coming back, they're going to be all right. So I wouldn't say, like, if they don't win now, like how we talk about with Louisville. Hell, after this 27 class, I don't know what's going to happen. So I don't think they're in the same boat as Louisville. Like, Louisville's do or die this year.
Louisville do or die.
So I got a question for you though, Solomon. I got a question.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. Do you think that where do you predict Lancaster and Waxahachie finishing in their district?
Well, you remember Lancaster's in
based on what you saw.
Man, I'll be honest. The only team I can see with Lancaster moving down, only team I can really see that I think outright is going to beat them is going to be DeSoto. I'm gonna be honest. I think they got a couple years before they can beat DeSoto. I'm looking at this district, Coach. I don't really see nobody else that's gonna be able to beat them. Because you got, the Burleson, Centennial, Cleburne, Mansfield, Legacy, Summit, Midlow, and Cedar Hill. Lancaster gonna be second in that district. Now, I think if you ask me 2 years, Coach,
I just don't think you could bypass Midlothian that fast. But we'll get back to this because we got a guest come on. We'll get back to that because I think Midlow is gonna be more dangerous than what y'all think in that district, And I ain't gonna lie, Soto might have to get past some DCB. So I'm just saying we got to hold tight before we go there. My man. Speaking of which,
boy, threw that grenade, boy.
Starting early tonight.
I knew that was gonna get you too, boy. I knew that was gonna get you.
That boy bit that thing with that boy.
No, for
He
real.
walked away like that.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, man? We got the official. He's still the official DC of the Dub.
Yes, sir.
Now he just, now we just even better now, cause you know what I'm saying. We on the other level now. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so it's dope, man.
Take your people with you.
Hey, man, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. But what's going on, Coach? How you feeling?
Good, man. Same old same. Ain't nothing changed. You know how it is. Work.
Man, y'all just finished. Y'all just finished your spring game, man. Do you get to exhale a little bit, or are you right back in the film room?
Man, nah. You got exit interviews coming up because you got to do that. That ain't no different. Both levels, and then we on the road. So, and that's about a month. So you know how that go. Ain't no rest till the end of July.
Well, you looking forward to hitting the road because you don't seem like the kind of in the living room shaking heads kind of guy. I remember talking to Willow when he was starting to do it, and he was like, "Man, they want me to wear a jacket."
What I can say is that what the people I work with and for, you get to be you. So you dress how you dress. You know what I'm saying? And you be yourself. It's your job to go find kids. And at the end of the day, you got to have them results with it, so you got to do it.
That's it, man.
What's your area, Ward?
We don't really have areas, you go where your position is, you do all your evaluations.
Okay, so y'all position recruit. Y'all position recruit.
Yeah. I'm going to look for guys that I recruit. Sometimes we'll pull up on somebody and, deep, because it's important, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, my schedule gonna match what them 27s and 28s corners looking like. You know what I mean?
Now I know you you always been kind of
they looking like.
Like what's
right.
Like you always been kind of like you like the CJ, my man CJ back in the day when and the kind of the do you, in other words, do you have a type now?
I like traits, man. I think a thing that gets lost in this game, the highest paid corner in football is 5'10". You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think people follow trends, and I think I think they did a stat where fact checker Lamont helped me out, but I think they did a stat where the top 5 corners in the game was 5'11" or below. Three of them, 3 out of 5. So I think people follow them trends where they want tall and fast, and if they can play, I love them, but they got to be able to play. I'm not going to be mesmerized because you 6 feet 6'1" and you went 10-6, because I've seen a lot of them. You know what I mean?
That's what I always said, Coach.
It's the traits, dog. Can they feel routes? Do they got ball skills in traffic? Do they put their face on people? You know what I mean? The game haven't changed in that way. So, if you got that stuff on tape You know, if you a corner in a zone heavy scheme, I'm probably not gonna be able to see if you can feel route. So I'm probably gonna have to see you in person. I'll probably come to practice. Do y'all do one-on-ones? If y'all don't do one-on-ones, I'll probably have to see you in camp. Like, it's certain things that I have to see. You know what I mean?
Right.
And offers have replaced letters. So y'all know how that go. Somebody can have 30, 40 offers, but then when that second semester, that junior year come around, they got 2 visits set up. You know what I mean? So that's just a piece of it.
I try to tell folks, y'all hunting offers, and you just look at you just like a pretty girl just wanting likes. You ain't really
For real.
No, for real.
You ain't getting ass to the dance. You just
spending every spring of their high school career going from college campus to college campus, not worried about getting better in the time you're supposed to be worried about getting better. That's one of the biggest mistakes you see.
Yeah.
Because if you put it on tape, we're gonna chase you. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
That was one of my questions, Jay. I was gonna ask Coach, like, you know, by you being you know, in the college, do you like look at intangibles like measurements? Like how big a factor is it? I mean, I know you say it don't matter, but at the same time, it do matter at the same time, right?
Yeah, I think it matters now. I don't coach I don't coach O lineman or D line. You know what I'm saying? I think there are some positions where you just can't. It ain't too many 5'8" offensive linemen in the NFL.
The short arm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it moves per position. You know, the position I coach. I think we got the luxury of where, you know, in my opinion, the best corner in college football last year was a 5'9" cat at Indiana.
I was just going to say that.
Fast.
And he's predicted to go like 5th round, which is crazy to me.
That's crazy, Jay.
It's crazy to me, bro. If he's a true 5'9", that's
a lot of it is he gonna have to go prove it again on the next level because they have this picture of what it's supposed to look like, and there is such thing as going and earning it. What's old boy now? He went to La Tech. He got drafted to the Raiders, and he was the best deep corner with the Lions. He tore his ACL in the playoffs the year before last.
Damn, I can't think his name.
But he earned it. My point is, he had the same scenario. I think he went 4th round, and his tape was crazy out of college. And he got in the league, and he earned it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's such thing as that. You know, a lot of people see it as a slight. It should be something that you just use as motivation. You know, and if it's in you, you're gonna find a way to get it done.
It's just the underdog mentality, basically, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. And you got to be prepared to fight that battle at that size for your entire career if you play high enough.
Yeah. That's dope, man.
The funny thing about that is you've been playing like that your whole life anyway. So
yeah, it shouldn't be nothing new to you.
It
shouldn't be personal to the point where if it's personal enough for you to use it as motivation, that's fine. But that's like we were saying, that's what you always. That's why you here at your size. That's why you here in the first place. So just do what you do.
Yeah, it is. Hey, I do gotta ask you, man. How my man McHugh doing? How my man McHugh? The short D lineman. The short D lineman.
He work. Them cats be working, man. You know,
he'll made himself to the position room now, right?
Yeah. He with the running backs.
Okay.
Yeah, he doing his thing, and he still has his hands in some recruiting stuff. So yeah, he doing his thing for real. Him and DJ.
Man.
Yes, sir. DJ Man.
How he doing? He
good. He hit the ground running,
Yeah. Well, he kind of, he ain't no rookie to it. He kind of been out there for a minute now.
Mm-hmm.
Doing that.
He been dealing, he was on the other side as a recruiting coordinator for a long time at a bunch of schools. So he's seasoned.
Yeah. Now how my man Riley doing?
Good. He coaching them tight ends. Them tight ends, they every week they had a jump in spring ball. So he coaching them hard too. It's funny. I go whisper some Southside type language in his ear when I see his guys doing certain things at times, and he laugh.
I never thought y'all been on the same coach style, man. That's man.
This ain't the first time. Little do you know, this ain't the first time him and Riley.
Oh, at A&M, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was there quick, and he was gone right. Like it wasn't long, but yeah, that's where I met him. Yeah, Riley a cool cat, man. Don't let him be in a former head coach on that side of town fool you now.
No,
he cut a
he
little different.
intense, man. That dude's intense.
He didn't run from coming on the dub. Now
he didn't.
No, he hit me up. If you want to really know what the truth is, he hit me up.
Like, hey, I want to come on the show. So
yeah.
He ain't gonna run from no smoke.
He like they what? They on some bull. Cause I don't know if you remember, but that was right after that, the whole little big deal.
The cat daddy.
Yeah. The cat daddy stuff. Yeah. Ryan was like, okay, I'll be there. He wasn't tripping.
Nah, he doing good though, man. He fit right in. It's not as big of a difference, I think, as people think. I think
coaching is coaching though, right?
Coaching is coaching, and once you are exposed to coaching at a certain level, I think that level transcends, regardless of whether it's college, high school, or NFL or whatever. It's coaching. You can't. It takes what it takes. That don't change.
Yeah,
that's fast.
But B-Ross, what's up, man? You still been working out?
Man,
you been consistent?
Man, what you think? You already know.
Man, I had to make sure. I told J-Mac I ain't in no interview. I ain't going to no interview with you, fam, if you ain't working out no more.
Nah.
Oh no, he's still the fitness guru. He the fitness guru now.
Say war. Hey, well, I'm doing muscle ups and everything.
Now. Don't get satisfied now. Come on now. You gotta stay on it.
But man, I'm glad you're on the show, man. I got a loaded question for you, Coach.
What's up, dog? That's why I told J-Mac I was gonna stop through. I told him that like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I'm guess if you don't want to answer the honest thing, just call me a J-Mac.
Nah, you got the thing you gotta know, what J-Mac know is I can't talk about no specific skill.
Oh yeah. No, we're gonna get that.
Outside of that, we can talk like we normally talk.
That's understood, but you know what, Coach? Let's be real. Can SMU win a national championship with only recruit in a DFW only? In my opinion, you think so?
Yeah. You just got to get the ones. That's just the reality. You got to get them ones, and you do that, you be fine. Because they go other places that contend for national titles and start as freshmen and sophomores, and that's been going on for years. So yeah, we can. I think it's responsible to get all the good players you can get from anywhere. But the amount of talent in this level, in this area, in the Metroplex, is second to none, and you can see it when you turn on the TV on Sundays and when you turn on the TV on Saturdays, And so you go kid to kid, position by position. If you just pulling them, the formula was shown in the 1980s. By several schools in several different parts of the country, because it's only about 2 or 3 metroplexes like this nationally.
Right. Just the reason I asked, Coach, just from watching SMU, just big games, just the big game. It seemed like, man, there's the talent that you can see the difference in the talent as far as when they play a big time game.
Yeah, you can. I think it's done went both ways. Like last year, how they beat Miami. You know what I'm saying? Miami had a hellified D-line, and in overtime, they didn't pass the ball run time. They just ran it straight at them. You know what I'm saying? So I think you've seen it in both ways. I think the battle for SMU now for us is consistency and winning the games we're supposed to win and not dropping any of those other games. And that's good to great. And that's kind of been the thing this whole offseason. Trying to go from good to great. You won 30 plus games in 3 years and only lost 2 ACC games in 2 years. It's time to take that step.
Upper echelon.
Right. So far as I guess the transfer portal, are y'all is SMU really big in the portal, or do y'all more so believe in just still get those 4-star or 3 and 4 stars fresh out of high school?
Everybody big in the portal, B-Ryan.
Yeah, I think the portal is a necessity, but I think it's also about identifying those high school kids and making sure, again, that you get the right ones. You're in a time where you can't just take them now. Just to say we got a bunch of high school kids, you got to get the right kids. But I think everybody, you got to take advantage of the portal because that's where you can fill your holes at. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, when I look at like last year, we took 5 high school offensive linemen. We didn't take no portal offensive linemen, you know. So I think the goal is to build a foundation and develop. And I don't think that part of the game has changed, if that makes sense. I think if you can do that, you don't have to stay in the portal in a big, you know, like with a big number of guys year to year.
Just fill in where you're missing that, I guess.
Yeah. Kind of evaluate yourself and try to fill in where it's at. You know, I think everybody has their own formula when it comes to that. What's up, Rick Carl?
I got a question, but it ain't SMU related. So if anybody got any more SMU stuff, I'm gonna hold off.
No, I'm done. So go ahead. I'm done, little bro.
Coach Carr, did you want to ask something about SMU? I don't want to change the topic if you wanted to hit on something he's been talking about.
About SMU? No, I don't have nothing about SMU, man. I saw Cal Friday.
Yeah. I haven't seen Carr 3-4 times in the last 2 months up there, so he ain't got no questions.
So I ain't got nothing. I'm good.
He done got his questions answered.
I wanted to ask you, in terms of cornerbacks, man, like, do you, it is a 2-part question because I know you got to recruit for your scheme. So do you, as a recruiting coordinator, and then when you just evaluating high school kids, do you penalize cornerbacks that can't shed blocks and help out in the run game?
I think it's a willingness that you see. Not being able to do it can be a lot of reasons. It could be you're not willing to do it. It can be you don't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? It could be like strength.
Right.
It could be so many different things. So I mean, yes, but no. You know what I mean? It just depends. Like I said, if you see, you know, when J-Mac asked me that question earlier, I said 3 things, and shedding blocks wasn't one of them. You know, some things are culture things. You know, in my career, whether at high school or college, we gonna play when it's time to be physical at corner. We got to be physical. That's just the expectation. And that's the culture of the room. Hey, we ain't finna be out there just getting punked because we avoiding something. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think some of it's culture, and some kids ain't from that kind of culture. But you can see if they're willing to do it, and if they're willing to do it, you can teach them to do it.
So it's a difference between he's obviously scared to get involved in this play, and he's trying, but he just not strong enough, or he ain't been taught the right technique.
Yeah, he'll put his face in there. He might lose a battle here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
you can see when he wants to do it. It's like I say in my evaluation, willing to have contact or seeking contact. You know what I'm saying? And there's some smartness to that too. Now you can't be no crazy cat.
Right? Yeah, it is.
You gotta pick your battles for sure.
I got you on that one. They run that screen and that 300-pound tackle come out there.
If you're gonna attack him, you better get him early before he get to run.
Yeah, you pick up that speed for sure.
Because they done took that rule out where you can cut him. You can't cut him no more. When I was playing, they just say cut him. You can't cut him no more.
Nah, they coming at you.
Okay. What's up, Will? What you got, man?
Nothing, Cal, man. Just over here chilling, man. Just enjoying life, man. So now that you're back in college, you know what I mean? How is your free time, man? How is your work-life balance right now?
I mean, at soccer, we worked. So that wasn't a problem. You know, them early mornings is what I had to get used to. I had to get used to them early mornings, boy. It took me about a month and a half, 2 months. You get in there, especially in the spring where you talking about mat drills, or you talking about it could be 5:45. We start. It could be 6:15. It could be 6:45. You know, I ain't had to be a morning person, but one job I had. That was in Boise, and so it took me a second to get used to that. But now I'm used to it. Now I get up without it. You know. What up, MT?
Yeah.
After long, you could just go.
Yeah. I mean, it's been some times now where I mean my alarm wasn't set and I got up beforehand. So
yeah,
you used to
It's
it
all
now.
habitual, huh?
Yeah.
It's really just. Now I gotta ask you this because I asked this question earlier. What's the best time to swim for exercise? Morning or late night?
I don't know. I ain't never swim for exercise. I can't speak on that. Running is the best, fasted cardio before you eat. That's the best. But I mean, I can talk to running. I can't swimming. I ain't never played with water like that.
As a certified
exercise
health
to swim, you got to get in a real pool. I ain't getting in no real pool, J-Mac. I ain't going in no real pool.
Hey man,
I get in a leisure pool. I ain't doing that.
Hey man,
as a certified PE health teacher, I told a young man that he needs to go in the morning before he eats, before he do anything. Cardiovascular health is the same as whether you're running, and it's the same as whether you're swimming. Actually, swimming is better. More resistance is better for you.
No, I agree. I wasn't doubting you. I just asked. I'm
So
just getting everybody's opinion. And
I'm
gonna try it in the morning first.
Hey,
Anyway,
you said I told the young man. I thought you were talking about some student. Man, J-Mac ain't no young man. You confused.
Well, I'm like 2 months younger than him, so I guess.
I mean, it's all
younger is younger. Yeah.
It's all subjective, Ward. Hey, how's your mental, man? How's your mental? Your mental good?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I'm a joyful person. You know, when you're around me, and you've been around me a lot, Will, life good. Life always good. Even when life ain't great, it's good. You know, and the Lord always gonna take care of you. And it's always gonna be all right. Once you get to that point, it ain't nothing that you fret about. You have your moments where you annoyed or whatever, but life too good to be worried about what's bad.
So have you had one? Have you had a award moment yet?
Man, I actually had one. When spring game Thursday. I had Friday. I had one on Thursday. I had my first one on Thursday.
Oh, they finally got the experience, boy.
I had my first one on Thursday. Yeah, man.
How'd it go, man? How'd it go? First of all, what started it? How did it go, and how did it finish?
I don't want to say what started it, but it happened, and I went and spoke to the person and explained to them why I was saying what I was saying, and they was good. Okay. So yeah, but I did. Thursday I've had flashes. I think because me and Kev, the thing is, me and Kev go at it. We've always went at it. And I really was gonna leave him alone, but we was in mat drills, and so offense and defense is split. So they doing their perfect plays, and I think we was doing our 7-on-7, teach. And I'm standing in the back, so it's like half a field, and they got that half, we got this half. So I'm standing back there watching the plays, and they like break their huddle and they sprint on, and then they make a huddle. And he's always the first one, so he was the first one out, and I was coaching somebody, and he kind of ran up behind me and got in my ear and said, "It don't matter who that coach is, you know what it is." And then went over there to the huddle. I'm like, all right, okay, I bet, So yeah, I find him when something going, when things going my way, and he gonna find me when things going his way. So I had some, but it Thursday was the one. It was the first one where a couple of guy players that are cool with some of the players that I've coached in previous years kind of came up to me, like they kind of told me, "Okay, I see it now." Because I was like, "Nah, man, he be chilling." He was like, "But I see it now." When I came up to me and said that, he was like, "Okay, I got to see it. They've been telling me it can get crazy. I see it now." So luckily, I'm in a place
You got JT now, though.
Oh yeah. JT got to show up and play. He got to be JT.
Man, he got Jimmy. He got Jimmy.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah. That's old man right there. He Jimmy the one because he make others better.
Yeah. Yeah, you do got Jimmy. You do.
Yeah, Jimmy make everybody.
Man, I swear Jimmy been playing for 7-8 years. It seems like.
Yeah, he one of them. He gonna be one of them 30-year-olds in the draft.
With that 5-for-5 rule, you know, because guys like him, they make you so much better, man. It's like having a coach on the field.
Yeah. You gonna have your whole secondary back there in a minute, Ward.
No, man. We just.
How my man Fat doing? How Fat doing?
Fat doing well. Yeah, Fat doing well. He makes.
That don't put on some weight, man. That dude like
he needed to. He needed to.
Yeah.
He needed to put on some good weight. So Fat, he did that. Fat been working his tail off, and Fat gonna make some plays in the fall. I think we have a really, really good secondary.
So no more second to last in the NCAA and pass defense.
Right.
And the crazy thing is, you know, I work with Coach Hundley. I don't know what happened last year, but we're gonna be all right.
I know what happened. Yeah, they were moving the ball. They were throwing the ball. We know what happened.
We're gonna be damn good. I can tell you that now. We're gonna be damn good.
Yeah, they was.
We got the pieces. We got some depth and we got the pieces. So we're gonna be pretty good. We just got, you know how it is, man. It's football, so you gotta stay healthy.
You gotta stay healthy, man. Hey, you gotta stay locked in, man. I think to me that's always the biggest thing on the highest level.
Yeah,
is who's locked in on that day. You know, because you can go out there and look like world beaters against Miami, and then go out and let Cal kick your butt. So it's like.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
And that's why I say good to great. That's the battle for us. You know, if we can find that greatness and that consistency that's required for greatness, that team that showed
part
up.
of the journey, though.
Yeah, it's part of the journey. That's the fun part, man.
Hey, Ward said he gonna buy his own house before he buys his mama.
Right.
Let me tell y'all something. My mom been on this earth 71 years. She had 71 years to figure out what kind of house she wanted and how to get it. You hear me? We talking about maturity. I ain't no 22-year-old. You hear me? Me and my mama had these conversations. I wasn't raised like that.
You crazy.
Mama tell me quit. True. I've been on this earth a long time. So like, don't worry about me. If I didn't figure out how to get it, I don't need it.
Yeah.
I went this long without it. It don't even matter.
My mama and my daddy are there. We'll know my people. People that know my people know that there's not them people who looking for their kids to
they living their best life.
Yeah,
they don't want number time. They just want you to come by and
say nothing right now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for real. My mom and daddy didn't come to soccer games or nothing. They hit me the next day asking how the game went. They at that point in their career. They done. They ain't. They did all of that.
They don't go help Nick. Now they might need to go support Nick though. I ain't gonna lie. They might need to go
street,
Nick.
so it's different. They live down the street from Nick. You know, they live in City Hill, so yeah, I think they pop up at a few of them games. But my folks did all of that traveling all them years to Miami, to Florida State, to the NFL, to Louisiana Lafayette, summer track, our whole life. Man, they not them parents, dog. They chilling. They sitting there arguing with each other.
Oh yeah, they do.
They done earned it.
No, fair.
Yeah, they living their best life, man. They ain't worried about nothing.
For sure.
Right.
Your daddy ain't doing nothing but talking noise anyway.
That's it. That's all he gonna do. That's all. I be in the meetings, and my dad'll be calling. I be like, man, he just calling to talk noise.
I got questions for you, Ward. Going from high school, like I ain't never lie, Ward. I didn't see you leaving side no time soon, man. You know, again, congratulations, but going to high school, to college, could you see yourself in the near future coming back on coaching on the high school level?
I can see that. It's a purpose and why a purpose that everybody should try to find in what they do and why they do it. And for this will be year 18, for 17 years, the purpose that I've had has been serving kids that like the kids that I grew up with and around. I ain't never been shy about what it would take to get me to leave SOC. Y'all been on this show. Y'all done heard me say it a million times. And it happened. I personally, I didn't think it was, saying that you're gonna go from high school assistant to P4 coordinator. P4 assistant is not common. It's hard to find that. That's not normal. So I knew what it would take, but I didn't know how possible it was, and it wasn't something that I was chasing. And I think they knew that, and that's why I think they came correct this time. And it's a place, that's very family friendly. And like I said, you can be yourself. Coach Lashley tries his best to be as time efficient as possible. So it's not like you just there to be there. You know what I mean? Now it takes what it takes. So it requires what it requires. You can't cut that short. You start cutting that short, you start playing with fire. But it was a whole lot of, I think, perfect time and things that kind of came together and aligned for me. But man, I'm just enjoying the journey. I'm here, I'm here trying to serve my family for a change instead of everybody else's family. We'll see how long I can do that, because everybody that know me know where my heart is and how I am about them kids. So it's fun, it's fun, but I'm not gonna say it's not possible, but it ain't today, it ain't tomorrow. You know what I'm saying, B-Rise? I ain't miserable. I'm having fun. I like the guys I work with. I done been some places where I was miserable and I hated it, and I couldn't stand the people I work with and wanted to fight everybody all the time. This ain't one of them scenarios. So these cats cool people, that it's respect. It ain't everybody trying to claw over each other to get to certain spots. Man, these cats just want to win. And
not just that war. How is it just walking around the SMU campus as well? It's different. It's day and night from SMU. How is that?
The crazy thing, B-Rise, it's day and night from SMU 10, 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I know people that graduated from there, that went to undergrad there, that went to law school there, that went to grad school there, and a few of them I've invited to practice and so forth and so on, and they came around and they even say it's not the same from the faculty being so diverse. What's funny is on Wednesday I went and saw my my little cousin. His mom is my, I want to say Tara's my second cousin. Yeah, because we got the same great grandparents. And he's her son. He's number 2 in the business office. And I went over there and saw him. They told me he was there. So, I was kind of getting my feet under me this spring, and I finally got time, went over there. And I asked him how you like it. And he with a big smile on his face, he said, I love it. That's not the same SMU, what I'm saying, from 10, 15 years ago. So things have definitely changed a lot. For me, it ain't a big deal. You kind of in that safe space, B-Rise, because you're a football coach and you only go to that little side facility right there off Mockingbird. You get on campus here and there if you want to, but when I am around, it ain't. Let me say it like this. I've been going to classes. Hey, I've been in College Station and I felt that. You hear me, B-Rise?
Right.
In 2013, I was in College Station and I felt everything you asking about. This ain't like that.
Okay, you gotta
be honest about that. I ain't gonna sugarcoat that because I think it's important that I don't.
Right.
Yeah. Lamont asked, what's the biggest difference in coaching high school, college, or is it the same? You just making more money? I can answer that one for you, Lamont. Hell, the difference is in high school, you coach who you get, and in college, you pick who you coach.
And I say this, it's good and bad coaches everywhere on every level. There are levels to coaching, and it's levels to access to information, right? And the time you get, that's why coaches complain so much about having class. And I'm not talking about the lazy guys who just don't want to do nothing, but the true football guys, it takes all day to do stuff, like how much you need to meet and correct off of stuff every day. Correct off of last year. You know what I'm saying? Like those meetings take a lot of time. And in high school, you don't have the time to meet if you don't want to run nobody off. I think that's the part that why SOC don't have a lot of turnover, because the balance to do those things while allowing people their time, we figured out. So now you guys that left started seeing that this ain't the real world. You know what I'm saying? And that was guy after guy. Them guys will leave and they'll be like, man, I miss that. Man, I miss this. You know, Ty let you be you. And that's what, from a time perspective too, you know, you just got to find a way to get your results. So Lamont, it ain't as big of a difference. I think the difference is information and the time you get. And yeah, Ty, right, man. I would make 6 figures at SOC. You playing?
Oh no, he said he talking about the kid. Well, hell, the kids at SOC making 6 figures. The kids at SOC making 6 figures. It's all the same. It's all relevant.
Same.
Well,
I mean, even with the kids,
I wasn't joking. Go ahead.
Come on, man. Come on.
Hey, yeah, when they leave, for sure.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
Man, kids that care, they care. And when you get a program to the point, I think we talking about different things, Lamont. Some programs, kids go to college and they really struggle because the program that they came from, it wasn't similar. It was get them to the field. And that's hard. That's a hard transition, you know.
What you mean by that, get them to the field, coach?
Like, you know, it wasn't a day-to-day in-season, off-season, extra work, progression, consistency, who you are, who you got to be as a person. You know, every program not like that. And I'm talking about some winning programs too. Like there are programs that you compete in every program where you look at and you say, this kid is from said school and they struggle in college, especially with that transition for the first 1 or 2 years. And then you got some kids from other programs where they fall right into it and it's not that big a deal. And I think you got your outliers. Some kids is just hard heads, right? Some of them just don't want to do it. But from a general perspective, you can see it. You know, you can see where some kids are getting it, or they was getting it for that 4 years they was in school, and it wasn't a transition for them. So I think who you recruiting from and what kind of program it is helps that kids translate to the next level faster.
How heavy do you weigh that over the talent? Like, especially since since you in the area that you know, and you like, yeah, this kid is a baller, but I know where he's coming from. When does that outweigh the talent?
I think every coach sees that differently. And I think it's a lot of ways to skin a cat. Some coaches on this far end of the spectrum can have a ton of success, and some people on this far end of the spectrum can have. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's no perfect, no general. Everybody sees it that way. I think in these times, in portal times, there are, like, we have a kid on the roster who came from a private school who I think will play 10 years in the league. That wasn't a big time recruit, but and it wasn't from a private school who was, you know, when somebody would name drop in the top 5, in the first 5 they name, but he just fine. But a lot of that, I mean, his character is from home. You know what I'm saying? So it's a balance. It's a sliding scale with a lot of that. You know what I mean? You just kind of, that's the thing. Recruiting ain't no perfect science. You just gotta kind of gauge what you've seen and what you know, and that's why people dive so heavy into these kids and their social media and their parents. You know how sporadic their parents are, because if the parent is sporadic, well, the chances of the kid being sporadic, now you got to look for it. And if you see an ounce of it, now you start to question. You know what I mean? So all of that stuff matters.
I guess the talent had to really overload, because
doing
the dub for the 4 years we've been doing the dub. It's a retarded ass parents out here. That just if I'm a coach, I wouldn't even deal with it. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, J-Mac, some that have been extremely dominant in high school that you ain't heard nothing about in college. So that's the piece of it, right? You can destroy for 2-3 years in high school, and then get to college and you can't transition because your game don't translate and you're not able to adjust because from a mentality perspective, you or your parent or both of them, y'all not cut like that. Y'all wanted it to be catered to you. You know what I mean? And that don't prepare you for success. In most instances,
it don't work like that.
Enough where they don't learn that lesson until they 10th year in the league. But that's not normal. You know what I mean?
That's that 1%, man. Shout out to my man, he answered that earlier. You probably just popped it in, but he don't really have an ideal measurement. He just go off of traits and talent.
Mm-hmm.
And I know why asking that. Got us. His son is.
You can't be 5'3", 13 flat and 100. I'm not.
There is a standard.
Don't hear what I said and go tell your really small and slow child that
your DM's gonna go crazy with these little kids.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. That's not people. Ideally, people want what the measurements on the paper are. If you ain't them measurements, it better be some special traits that when
walk on water
in your first 5 clips of your highlights better jump out drastically, or I'm going to the next kid. Yeah. And I'm saying that's before we get to
man. I said the same thing.
Because I'm gonna say it like this: when I'll give a picture, and I learned to do this at one of the other spots I was at earlier in my career in college. Highlights is just to sort interest. There can be 25, 30 kids in the class, but we might be taking 1 or 2, right? So you sort it, okay? You cut them out. Then it's cut-ups, where the recruiting department makes cut-ups. So that cut-ups, I'll tell them what games, and they'll cut up, every play. It could be terrible plays. It could be great plays. It ain't just you at your best. Solomon, which is where some of your plays come in, where we talking about it. Do he really want some of that, right? Because I'm going to them games. I'm not going to watch you play them games where y'all won 70-0. I'm looking for, especially because I'm a local and I'm a high school guy.
The teams.
Even if I don't know, I'm getting on max preps. I'm looking at the schedule and I'm saying for him, do these 3 games. Yeah. That cut up gonna take me about 2 minutes to 3 minutes to go through. Now I'm sorting that. That's gonna cut that 25 to 30 to about 10. Now I'm gonna go 2 game films, full game films, and then I'm gonna rank them off the game films. And then I know where my board is. And a kid may jump in later because kids get recruited so early now. Mm-hmm. We had a kid last year. Sophomore tape was awful. He was average. And then his junior tape, he was like, you look at it, and if you didn't know and you put a different name on it, you wouldn't believe that was the same kid. And now he big time recruited. So kids can get better, and they can jump other kids. It's just about the time spent with them relationships. If that makes sense.
No, I like what you said, Coach, because I saw. It's funny because it all happened like the same day. I was watching the team breaking down their season last year, and I saw one of their kids got an offer. I was like, I remember watching that kid, and I went to watch his highlight film, and there was not one highlight clip from a serious team because I don't watch most games. Like I can't evaluate you based on how you beat. I'll use Arlington, so I don't point nobody. How you beat Arlington, Sam Houston. That doesn't hold a lot of weight for it. So now I remember watching. I'm like,
just had the coach on Wednesday.
He just got there, Coach. I've been in Arlington my whole life.
Man, Bobby ain't gonna take personal the way he's saying right now, man.
Bobby gonna have you in this next sermon. Go ahead,
No, man, I would just say his dad says 03. But no, man, it's like that. Like, so I like that you say that. I'm glad you're doing that because
everybody don't do that though, Solomon. That everybody don't do that. That I got that at a school that I was at that does a heck of a job still to this day, finding that kind of guy, and making the most of it. So that's how I do it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what Lamont talking about. I think I would say the fake offers, Lamont. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some favors to it. It's some of that. Look at this kid, and people throw one just to shut you up, or because the kid looked like he might end up being good. But when it's real, no, you can't. Lamont, ain't no relationship. I love Will Carr. I love Jason Todd, but they can't convince me to take no kid that can't play good enough and put my job on the line. They can't,
and they shouldn't if they're your friend.
Yeah. But part of being a recruiting coordinator is that overselling. That's their job. And my job is to not let you sell me something who ain't gonna do shit.
Your job is to take it or not. Believe it or not.
Lamont, I think for the parent looking for the instant gratification, your answer is yes, because you want the offers that don't mean nothing. But for the when it really matters, no, not at all. If that makes sense.
You know, it's funny. My son is in the recruiting trail now. And he gets to do that, and I know about that chart you got to stick to. But you have your head coach looking at you crazy. So it's fun to kind of get the inside from him because he actually got to start going recruiting after they finish with spring next week.
Yeah.
And,
I'm lucky to be at a school where you make your own.
Everything you saying is what I heard. He was just over my house today talking to me about this.
Yeah. I'm saying, Pat, I'm lucky to be at a school where I make my own. You know, now it's still respect. So I check in with people, and whether they want me to or not. But I get to make my own board and list. You know, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna get hired and fired based off of it. You know, and again, that's one of the things that you respect about Coach Lashley and our DC Coach Crum. You know, they guys who've been in them seats where it's like, you know, if I'm gonna hold you accountable, you got to be able to do what you do. You know what I mean? And so it's about, like, at the end of the day, the easiest way to get people to kind of let you do your thing is for your group to play and play well. And you know that I tell people that that's my focus. You know, the group I got, I think I was blessed. I think Huntley did a really good job with that room and making sure that it was a certain type of player in that room, and they was all able to be coached hard. The only one that we added was JT, who's been coached by me before. You know what I'm saying? So we got a really talented corner room and some depth.
So, my boy JT Thomas there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Man, that was one of my favorite players.
I got a bone to pick
years ago.
I got a bone to pick. Why the Dub ain't been invited to no SMU shindig?
Hey, y'all want to know what's crazy? The Dub.
Hey, Willow don't count because he really ain't the Dub. Yeah, so he just a sock coach right now. He up there as a sock coach. The Dub ain't been invited.
I'm gonna say first of all, that
hold on, Will.
That was disrespectful.
Hold on, Will. This is what I'm gonna say. The Dub might be the only people that haven't been to a practice and nobody was invited.
Man. Well, you know, I don't like going to jail at university.
Will, did anybody tell you to ever come to one of them practices? No. We'd have been in 3.
I know it, man. But I'm too old, man. Trespassing charges, they kind of stick with you old.
They do.
Hey, you'll be surprised, J Mac. It's open. You know what I'm saying? When it's open, it's open. And it is, and people got access and people around, and it's not crazy. Maybe one day it'll get to that point, but right now, I mean, Coach Lashley wants it that way because he wants it to be a community thing, you know. And for me, that's familiar, you know, because that's how we always were. So, yeah, y'all can show up any day.
We gonna pop up in fall training camp. I'm just wondering. Yeah. Even my man McHugh, we talk all the time. He ain't never said, "Hey man, come on out." He ain't never said that part.
J-Mac, I think that's why. I think it's because everybody just comes. You know what I'm saying? Like people just come to practice.
They just pop up.
I done seen so many people
like
on the sideline at them practice. And it was it was one practice, J-Mac. The high school coach, TSCA, Texas high school coaches, we had like a practice where it was all the coaches could come. But there's a cat I went to high school with that was older than me that don't coach high school. But he was on the sideline with his son. He was just there. Like, whoa, what's good? The waited after, hollered at me after, bro. Bam. Now training camp is gonna be stricter, so let me know when you come, and I'll let you know which day.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Just let me know. Just hit me up and be like, all right, Ward, we're gonna come through. I'm gonna look at when it's open so we can make sure y'all get hemmed up and gonna be like, all right, y'all come on this day.
Look at Matthew Price comment. That's funny.
We'll show that badge again.
Well, see, boy, I gotta tell you something.
Y'all have one of them, all of y'all.
See, my badge says Bow Story Middle School, J-Mac.
Well,
right?
It don't say the
Dub. Club High School.
Yeah, it don't say the Dub.
It don't say the Dub.
Dub ain't been in the building.
The Dub ain't been in the building. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I was in the building.
Nah,
no.
Now you weren't representing Dubs. You was in the building. Did you have on a Dub shirt that day?
No.
I think the second time he came, he had on a Dub shirt actually. Because I messed with him about
I
it.
had on a black Dub shirt.
Because I asked him, was he there as a coach trying to get better, or was he there as media? So that's how I remember.
First of all, what y'all not gonna do? You know what?
We ain't gonna make you mad, Coach. Okay, we just messing with you.
Calm down, Coach.
No, I ain't mad, J Mac. I'm good.
No, because you gonna get petty in a minute. We ain't.
You can tell when his tone changed and that pitch started.
You already know. You already know.
He about to get petty.
How fast?
But I do want to show up. Shout out to my man Leneric, man. Shout out he give a shout out to Hunter them and Nitro. Shout out to Nitro Track, man. They had a track meet that they did pretty big. They doing it again, headed back to nationals. My man Leneric, Book, all them down there at DeSoto Nitro, man. Y'all take y'all kids down there and run fast, turn left. You know what I'm saying? Might as well everybody else doing it.
Solid take. Run fast, turn
Solid take. Yeah, run fast, turn left, man. And you be on the national stage. Like Chicago.
Hey, Coach, well, how hard is it to tell some of your high school coaching friends that their kids ain't that good and they can't come to SMU?
For me, it ain't hard.
I'm gonna say you must ain't never talked to Ward.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, it ain't hard.
This ain't gonna work out.
but I don't. If somebody asks me about a kid, I get them evaluated and I bring the evaluation back.
Whether you like it or not, yeah.
He just ain't that good, J man. He just ain't that good, J.
But any J Mac can tell you, anytime J Mac has ever called me and asked me what I think about a kid, if it ain't a kid I just know, I go watch him, evaluate him, and I come back and I break him down for him.
Okay.
Pros and cons, what he can and what he can't do. Yeah. Would he play
here?
He play there? If I was on college, where I would take him at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah, that ain't no problem. But because of that, Solomon, a lot of people don't ask me what I think.
Yeah, that's why I know not to ask my dad something unless I want to hear the truth.
Hey, that's why it's only a few people that I go to to ask for evaluation. Ward is one of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
But it ain't many. I can't even count to 5 how many people I ask.
And Solomon, I can be wrong. Because again, the thing people forget is kids get better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a kid that get recruited big time and he go to this super powerful school and this other kid go to this D2 and you look up 3 years later and that kid done transferred twice up and he at the same level and that kid done transferred and now he's down. So
he's down.
Kids get better. The difference in sports is the product still has to develop itself.
Yeah.
Like it's still some self-development and want to from the product. It ain't these ain't assembly lines where we putting these things together and they stay as they stay. You know what I mean? So
and Willow is the other one that won't spur your feelings either.
Nah, we're gonna be honest.
Now, coaches included.
Will meaner than me though.
Yeah, coaches too.
Yeah,
Willow, he evaluate coaches.
Will is a lot meaner than me. Like I'm not.
I don't even think he mean, coach. Like I've been knowing Willow. Like I'm telling you, he can't help himself. It just come out in his mouth.
That's what I'm saying. Willow
don't even know he said it. I was like, Willow. One time, no joke. We was coaching, and we had the kids in the back of my SUV. We in the back with the hood up. The kids is in the seat, and we over there talking about the game. And I brought up the kid name. Willow sitting there making a tuna fish salad talking about, Coach, that kid Pepe Le Pew. He stuck up the joint. He just stuck up the joint. And the kid literally is sitting right there. He's like, no, Coach, he stuck up the joint. He stuck up the joint, Coach. He's terrible. He's terrible.
That name.
I don't even think the kid played football no more. We went to try to box or something.
J-Man.
When I saw the kid, man.
You go boxing, Jay.
No, he said he quit football to play box.
Hey, he preparing for Willow. He gonna box you later.
Yeah, he ain't gonna forget that.
We're too old to not know how to read the room, man. He be on people that it's just not the time for.
I don't think Willow saw him though, but that's just how he is though. Like he just goes. The truth gonna come out first, and then everything else he'll figure out. But he gonna give you his opinion first. If you Pepe Le Pew, that's why I use it. That's why I get the term Pepe Le Pew from. Got it from him.
Oh, Will.
So, I got a question for you, Ward.
What's up, Will?
All right. So recently I was told I was an asshole. Okay.
That was true. That was true.
Yeah. Look,
I know what it looked like. I can tell you. Yeah. I'm somebody who can tell you what that is.
Yeah,
but people don't know.
Sometimes I just can't help it, because sometimes it is what it is.
Hey, I don't think the debate is that. Go ahead, carry with your question.
The question
I just wanted to make sure you knew that was accurate. Go ahead.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you. Do you think that a head coach can call plays and be successful at the same time? There are exceptions to the rules, yes. But for the majority of the coaches, do you think that they can be head coaches and call plays?
I just recently started paying attention to that, Will, because I went to the I don't know if it was it last summer or the summer before. I went to that it was a thing Mike McCarthy used to have. I don't know if it was him, but the Cowboys. It was like a minority coaches, high school coaches thing. And I went, and that was actually one of the questions, because he had given up play calling and just taken it back. And one of them guys raised their hand in the personal meeting, no cameras, and asked him about it. And he said that it was the first time I heard it, and since then, so it's been two seasons, because it was the summer before last. He said that when he wasn't calling plays, it was the least engaged he had ever been in managing a game, Will. He said he will never take a job and not call the plays again. He said because you're so disengaged with no responsibility other than managing a game, especially coming from a perspective of being someone who has to manage a game on the side of a ball, that you start to feel disconnected. I paid attention to it since, and I think it goes either way. I think it's about I think the biggest thing, Will, is the people around you, because some of it is you can call the plays when you have guys. Like, I'm at a place where our head coach is the play caller, but whether it's coordinator or co-coordinator, the running backs coach has been with him for 10-ish years. The O-line coach has been with him for 10-ish years. The quarterback coach played for him and has been with him in his whole college coaching career. So now you talking about that load is lessened, where I can do those administrative duties and be in and out because it's that way. You see what I'm saying? So I think it takes certain things, but yes, I do think you can be successful. Do I think that guys that want to always do it are successful? No. I think it's a process to it. Does that make sense?
Yes, I agree, but I also agree that on the defensive side of the ball, it's easier for you to call the defense and be a head coach. I think on the offensive side of the ball, it is a little bit. And if you want to use McCarthy for an example, he hasn't won. So, you know what I'm saying? He won in Green Bay. Hold on. Guys, hold on. He won with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre.
I mean, I think anybody we can go through the last 50 years of football, and we might be able to name 3 people that have won that don't fit names like that. Right. That's part of getting that kind of guy. So, I mean, I feel you, but we ain't gonna be able to find too many people who didn't have that level guy.
Yeah. I'm saying that's a plus. Like, you can do more things when you got that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Who put you in positions and do things like that on the field, because it's a coach on the field. You know what I mean? The majority of people ain't got that guy. You know what I'm saying? I've been blessed with those guys.
Yeah.
Let me add this. I think it's also the talent of the coach, because there are some people that can multitask, and then there are some people that can't sneeze and breathe at the same time. So I'm one of these people that can multitask. I do a lot of stuff for what I do or whatever, and still get it accomplished and get it looking right. Some people, it's a talent thing as well. Some people are talented enough to handle all those responsibilities and still be successful.
Some people are more talented than Mike McCarthy, Pat? That's what you're saying right now? I'm just asking.
Pretty much. Yeah. My league is doing pretty well right now.
Hey, the hottest thing going right now.
Okay.
But I will say this: I think Willow hate offense, and he hate offensive play callers.
Yeah,
he do.
He just don't respect them.
I'm not hating. I promise you, I'm not hating.
I don't think you hate. I just think you hate them.
I just think that everybody who's sitting up here naming these names are naming NFL head coaches.
Well, you talking about especially on high school. Well, I put it like this. Do you think?
I'm thinking about as he's talking, I'm thinking about high school.
J-Mac, tell me about your head coach.
That's why I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go there. Do you think Riley Dodd was successful?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Are we saying you only successful if you win state championship?
Well, I'm just saying successful. I don't know what
whatever
Willow's definition is.
Very
no,
successful.
I mean success is different. I mean, it has different
levels.
whatever you want to call your success is your success.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Do you think
he got a job at 29 years old? If he was one of these guys who just stayed at a job for the rest of his career until he was 65, 70, he would be the winningest coach in high school football history. And we would be saying he's successful. So, yes, he's successful.
Yeah.
Yes, it ain't close.
Do we think Carter's head coach was successful? Because he called the offense.
Kobe Carter?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got
right.
I mean, he's only 10-0.
I got a good one, J-Mac. Was Chris Ross successful?
Was Chris Ross successful? That's good.
At Red Oak, anyway.
Because
at Red Oak he was.
Well, nah. Okay, watch this, J-Mac.
They beat Sock back then, I remember.
Yeah. I wouldn't even call that a successful year.
The year they beat Sock?
Yeah. What was Red Oak before Chris Ross?
That's what it was. 0-10.
They was 0 stingy with the.
It was 0-10. I remember that.
And then Chris Ross was 4 rounds twice. Then he left. They went 5 rounds twice. Then he died. Right.
Yeah.
What was Lovejoy before Chris Ross?
I have no idea.
Lovejoy, he was there for 4 years. They went to the 4th round 3 times.
Yeah.
Lovejoy wasn't nothing. Y'all never mentioned that name on here before.
Nobody talked about it.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm saying, they were very successful. I think the standard. I think the standard is whoever gets that job after Todd got to win a state championship to be considered successful. That's different.
Absolutely.
But you can't. These guys who are taking these jobs that are not contenders or championship teams, or maybe not even playoff, they're fighting to get in the playoffs every year and turning them into 3rd, 4th, 5th championship runner-up teams. You can't take that from them. Like, I know I know how we are as a people, especially in sports, and it's always better, and we never satisfied. But like,
well, I ain't never been a championship, and you sorry, that ain't never been me.
Yeah,
but I just feel like successful is consistency. If you could build a consistency of a contender, then I like what you go. And I get what Willow's saying. Don't get me wrong. I'm just
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question on J-Mac. If you setting your standards, you say this is your standard going towards that year, correct? You say this is what we say we want to set out to accomplish this year.
Well, that's always the ultimate goal, right?
I don't think that's everybody's ultimate goal, though.
It may not be the state championship, though.
That's true.
Right? When I was at Kimball, the T-shirt always said cancel Thanksgiving. That's just the 3rd round, J-Mac, because you went so many rounds, losing to East Texas in the 1st round. So you just wanted to get past them.
You didn't want to get to that Thanksgiving. I think that's universal.
That was a win. That was a winning. That was a great season. You know.
Oh yeah. Right.
And we never did.
Y'all played Texas High. So what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is that.
But we didn't have to go through East Texas no more neither.
Huh?
I said we did, but we didn't have to go through East Texas no more neither.
No, y'all didn't. but whatever that is, right? So going into that year, if you don't achieve that goal, is that a success for you?
So 2020 Coach Sample, Coach Carr, he ain't a legendary coach.
Say that again.
In the year 2020, Coach Sample's not considered a legendary coach.
2020 is when they lost in the semis to Southlake.
I'm saying he ain't won one yet. He hadn't won one yet in 2020.
I don't think he's calling the plays either.
Oh no, I'm just talking about winning the championship. That's I'm only talking about the championship. I don't know about the play card.
I think that goal was to win it, but that
Well, yeah. Listen, man. at that point in 2020, man, Coach Samples has been how many state championships?
What, two?
Three?
Three? Okay.
It was 18, 19, and Lincoln. So that's 3.
Yeah. So what do you think?
Dodge went to 2 though.
But again, we talking about like take the Duncanville out of it. Take that out of it. What was Lincoln before samples and after samples?
Woo.
What was Skyline before samples and after samples?
Yeah.
I'm
not, hell, what was Duncanville before he took over? Because Duncanville was not good when he took it over.
At all.
They wasn't, but they were a state championship school.
But I mean, they had history. But the last few years, they was losing kids to everywhere.
We're not talking about terrible. We're not talking about consistency. Will they had one run?
Yeah,
one run. Yeah,
one
surprising run.
But that one run, I got it. But there are some schools that don't. So tradition don't die. There's something in there.
I disagree with you because tradition will carry you to where you at least competitive and a contender will. Like there is such thing as a Cinderella year. There is.
Yeah, ex-Carter.
There is such thing as a Cinderella year. What you're talking about tradition, I can't associate that to some a program that had one run in their history.
No, what I'm saying is traditionally Duncanville has been a school that won championships.
Not in football. Not in football.
A school. So whether it was basketball, whether it was baseball, whether it was soccer,
2 runs, my bad, Todd. 2 runs in 40 years, my bad, Todd. 2.
But I'm saying that school has won championships, correct?
Football ain't nothing else, Will. We ain't finna do that. We're not finna. J-Mac, we done been on here many times, and Will done been arguing how different football is than basketball and track. Now to fit.
I'm not saying that.
J-Mac.
I'm not saying it. I'm saying
the
the championship DNA is a championship DNA. It's in the school.
Not doing it.
It's in the school. It's in the school. It's absolutely in the school.
Hey, let me ask you this. Kansas has championship DNA in basketball, but they ain't never busted the grape in football.
Actually, they have.
Don't translate.
Kansas coming.
Actually, they have. Actually, they won the Orange Bowl. Actually, they have with Mangino or Mangini or whatever his name is. So yes,
match per year don't make tradition.
Well, I'm just saying. You said that they didn't win nothing. I'm just telling you they did.
Not really.
All right. Listen, man. We can sit here and say tomatoes or tomatoes. That's cool. All I'm saying is that there are programs that are great programs that even when they go dormant, they find their way to come back around. It's just the way the cycle works.
I think saying that, Will, takes away from the people that bring it around.
That's what I was just about to say. It was samples that brought it around, not Duncanville.
I think what you're saying.
That's fine.
If it's 5 head coaches in that time frame and they stink with 5 different head coaches, I disagree with you. I do, because it's something about that person that brought it around. That person being the same person that brought other places who had never been worth the name.
Correct. Winners win. Wherever they go, it's what they do. I'm not taking that away.
I can't take that away from them. Now, if you're talking about a situation like where I went to school and in the basketball program where the last 5 coaches won titles, then I feel you. But that ain't the scenario that we talking about.
No, that's not the scenario we're talking about. But that's not what I'm saying either. What I'm saying is that when you have schools, particularly whatever the schools is, let's just take soccer for an example. Have they won a state championship in basketball before they won it in football?
Yes.
Okay. Did the girls win basketball and state championship in basketball before football?
In the 80s and 70s.
Yes. Track?
Girls,
yes.
No. Girls, no.
But
I think boys got 2 in the 80s. Boys got 2 in the 80s. Boys 2 in the 80s.
Okay. That's a championship school. How many football got?
Well, now?
Yeah.
3.
Okay. That's my point. It was championship.
I don't think I'm understanding.
I'm just looking at the stats and the numbers, baby.
Yeah,
we
I
can
don't
sit
think
here and
I'm
argue how we want to argue.
40-year gap.
Yeah, I don't think I'm understanding.
I just made the point. Y'all ain't got to like it. Point made though. We good though. Appreciate you.
Hey, I like Coach Carr because Coach Carr will say I love the horse shit, but everybody's so damn scared of him. They'll be like, "Yeah, Coach, you right." That's why I like that.
That's not right.
I'm lost on it.
That's not right. I said what I said.
Yeah, we done drove this car in 3 different directions.
Yeah.
Tyler probably the only one that argue with him.
Listen, guys, I want y'all to go look. Just go do some research. Fact Check Award, and go look at SMU. Right? Okay. Let's just look at SMU. Was SMU a powerhouse back in the day? Yes. Did SMU go dormant? Yes. Is SMU relevant now again? Yes. Was Michigan dormant for a while? Yes. Is Michigan relevant again? Yes.
I don't understand the point though.
The point is that when you have programs like a Notre Dame, we have programs like Miami, when they go dormant, they come back around.
But you're talking about you're going to college and you're talking about football strictly. But then when you're talking about high school,
I mean, even basketball.
When you're talking about high school, you're talking about every sport, whether it's been a 30 or 40-year gap.
Even in Michigan, same thing.
Yeah, I don't think it ties together.
Okay. I agree to disagree.
What you got, J-Mac? I'm not gonna argue with Will about whether a 50-year break means something or not, man.
I love Coach Carr. That's my guy, man. Coach Carr is my guy for sure.
Yeah, my dog too. I don't know what Todd. I don't know what it got to do. I just got confused.
I'm never gonna win that argument no matter what.
J-Mac, see, that's people walked up to me at work and asked me about that caption, and I was like, "What you mean?" They're like, "What do you mean? What is an interview when you've been on a dub?" This shit is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not finna stand in front of no media people who gonna just drag me through some dumb shit like Will just did. So the fact that I can handle Will dragging me into that shit, well, we still don't know what that was about.
You know what it's about, Will.
And still keep it cool and still be professional. Man, what is an interview now, man?
Like, hey, that was somebody actually ask you something.
Ask me what I think about my corners or why we or what the recruit like. Man, this is nothing.
You give a damn about them corners.
Argue with cats who just want to argue sometimes.
We don't
just want to win. Just want to win the argument. Not just argument.
I came on here as a hobby. I came on here because I wanted to be here. Imagine me being somewhere where people finna ask me professional questions.
That was a very professional statement, Ward. I'm offended right now.
The head coach part, yes. After that, no.
The whole tangent, yeah, we lost everybody.
I'm offended.
I do have
I'm
a
offended
question
by you.
What's up, Pat?
Save me from Will. Standing on the sideline of the Lovejoy game, and you went.
That was at Lamont.
That was at who?
Lamont.
No,
yeah, I'm talking to Lamont.
Huh?
Which Lovejoy year?
This year at the Cotton Bowl.
Melissa, Coach Melissa.
Oh, Melissa, my bad. Melissa.
What tangent by who? By me? Oh, you talking about when I was on Grimes?
No, you was on the headset on the sideline. I just happened to be standing by you. You was going the hell off on one of your assistants. Now, was it Will?
No, I love them guys. No.
See, now you're being messy.
Will, was I going off on you? It was you, Pat?
Hey, Pat, read that sign behind you. Read that sign behind you. And read the sign behind you.
Oh, did I go off on you?
Yeah.
I did.
Get home safe, Pat.
I don't even remember. What happened?
Oh, you was on the headset earlier in the game, and you was going the hell off on one of the assistants. I was just, and me and Courtney Daughtry on the sideline. We like, man, he must be going off on Will. So we just
you just said it was him. I don't remember it, honestly.
I remember
that game. From what I understand, that game, Ward had a few Ward moments, like pre-game, during the game, post-game.
Nah, pre-game, I didn't do nothing.
Pre-game, he chilling.
Yeah.
You didn't have a conversation with some of the Melissa cats?
No, I didn't have no part in that. I was trying to tell everybody to stop and kumbaya.
Oh, okay. You was a peacemaker.
Yeah, I didn't see no point in arguing with them. I knew what was going to happen. I felt like they were trying to hype themselves up. Yeah, they was trying to hype themselves up, and it was like, bro, come on, man, y'all don't come on, let's just go.
Yeah, so y'all just go take his
guys,
ass.
we're gonna play in a little bit. Just come on, guys. That was me in pregame, so no, Pat. Now after the game, yes, I did. Yeah, Grimes was tripping, and I told him he was tripping, and he didn't want to hear me say.
Yeah, you did. I remember that too.
I was following him around, picking with him about him not wanting to hear me say he was tripping. And then
talk that talk.
And then he came on Monday, and we rolled on the ground and wrestled for about 5 minutes, and then am I lying, Will? We saw each other, and we just ran into each other and started wrestling, and we was on the ground for a while in the middle of practice. But it's fine.
It's just what happens. It happens sometimes.
Yeah, it's fine.
It ain't personal. Who paying who? Because Grimes ain't little.
I think I won.
He's soft though, coach. He's soft though.
Yeah, he a little squishy.
He's soft in the middle.
He's a little squishy right now.
He old line.
He caught me the right year.
Yeah, he keep that on that deep.
Hey, but he went in there like he been working out. Like he went in there like he was ready. I had to like get a little leverage, and then I got him. And
Hey man, look, who's the most talkative ward? I talked to your brother, man. My goodness, every conversation is gonna be about an hour and a half long. And so
Nick got that by Nick got that by. I'll tell you that. Nick holds the championship on that.
Chanel Yeah, it depends on what you're talking about with Nick though.
Well, football. Nick love talk football.
Yeah, Nick gonna talk ball.
Yeah, he like talk ball.
You try to get him to talk about other stuff, he ain't gonna say much.
Yeah, I had other stuff conversations and then it went long. That's my boy though. I probably had more longer conversation with him than any coach in the history of the.
Yeah, my boy going through it over there, man. I say that he's going through.
I had some real talk conversations.
Sport matters. Supporting high school football and high school sports matters.
Administration, yeah,
absolutely.
It matters.
Administration matters.
I say that, and I ain't gonna be shy about saying that. It matters, and
it matters.
And when you take one of these jobs, you better know you're gonna have support.
Yeah,
it's just what it is, because it's tough when you don't.
When you don't, it is, man. And I hate it because everybody kind of thought it would get better, but it don't seem like it is.
It's some places to not start Will back up, but some places that is the perfect example of the opposite of what Will's talking about.
Yeah.
And I leave that there. And when everybody listening know what I'm talking about. That is a good example of the opposite of what Will's talking about. There was a guy that was there that was special. And there's a reason that place ain't never been worked at before and after.
Yeah. It's tough.
Culture matters, man. It does. It matters.
It does.
But you can win at a place. You can win at a place. It got to be the perfect fit for you.
Yeah. Well, like you say, you got to have the support, man. You got to have the support, and you got to know what you're doing. You can't just have support, because some people don't win into great situations and still ain't done that.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
One of y'all asked me earlier what's been the hardest transition. The hardest transition been able to not talk crazy about them kind of situations publicly. That's been the hardest transition.
Got to stay buttoned up a little bit.
I always been. It ain't even because I feel like it's some consequence. It's just because it's a slippery slope, because you're not really supposed to talk about specifics, kids, specific schools. Like you're not like it's like a thing. So the hardest thing been to not speak on stuff that I've always spoke on, whether it was my brother or whether it was Will or whether it was MT or some cat that I just respect from a distance. You know what I'm saying? That's been the hardest part. You see some stuff and I be wanting to jump under in the comments and be like, man, shut up, y'all trash. But I can't do that no more. You know,
you gotta say it under your breath. You can type it, just don't hit send.
Hey, a good example. Aaron made that post about it's 2027. Which class? Remember when people were saying wait on the 2027 class?
Yeah,
I had the perfect 2023 example, but I can't say it.
Oh. Dang, we can't even go retrospect.
No, I can't. You can't. Nah, you can't. You can't. But it was a school who had the 2023 class, and that class broke up like crazy. And they was excited.
Yeah.
Up north.
Let me ask Willow. Willow, was it always like that? Because you know you actually was on the college level for a while. But did they kind of put it on y'all like that?
Yeah, you can't talk about recruits. You can't mention their names. You can't talk about schools.
No.
You can't do none of that.
Like I can speak about where I've been,
yeah.
but I can't. Like if y'all ask me about a Southside school and what I think they're gonna do this year, and so I can't. You can't talk like that because
you can't even talk about the school you went to.
Yeah, I can only talk about where I've coached, like in the time I coached, if that makes sense. Because it seemed like, Pat, if I'm too positive, I'm gaining interest and I can use it in recruiting. That's how it seemed. Yeah.
That's tough. Boy, that's tough.
But that's why a lot of people stay away from stuff like this, like the Dub, because they don't know how to maneuver that space. Yeah. I can come on here and shoot the shit with y'all, and we ain't got to touch on that. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Well, see how I gave you a whole filibuster for about 30 minutes, man. So you ain't got to worry about that stuff, man. and J Mac took it all out of perspective, man. And Ty jumped in and it's all type of foolishness. I'm gonna be quiet though. I'm gonna mute myself though.
How does it feel not teaching the class? I never had a problem with teaching the class. I'm an ISS personality, so y'all never heard me say I'm tired of the classroom because kids just gonna shut up and sit down when I'm dealing with them. So it was never an issue for me. I wasn't never nobody that was looking to get. And I've been in the suburbs before too. I was at West Mesquite. I mean, I ain't never had no problem with kids. You know, I ain't never taught now. Now, what I will say is I would never disrespect teachers and call myself a teacher because I've never been in a tested subject. There's some people out here that's thugging in that classroom.
Yeah.
And I am not them, and I've never been them. Yeah. So hopefully that answered your question.
I got one for you.
What's up?
Because I know we kicking it, but I can't help. I gotta talk.
No. What's up, dog?
Because something has been bothering the hell out of me watching these games. And Willow, you might can attest to this too. Because like, when does it become we got to stop teaching scheme and start developing or teaching skill? Like, for example, I saw a team whose offense running all kind of shit. I'm like, this offense is cool. I like it, but the fundamentals not there.
We talking about high school or college?
High school. I don't watch nothing but high school right now, coach.
I think, I again, kind of like I told Will, I think when you have a perspective like that, you take away from the people that can do that. Because your expectation that everybody can and everybody can. It's a reason that you look at some schools and they only can do that. It's because those people can't do that. Like people through their kids, they show you what they can do. So if you're not looking at a team and seeing a bunch of skill set stuff, they can't teach it. They're basing it on scheme.
So they need a good class. You call him a Madden coach?
Huh?
Could you call him could you call him a Madden coach, as I like to say? No, like, we got all these plays and I can draw plays all day.
Because it's a skill as a coach to get being able to do a lot without we take skill set out of it, being able to operate and try to execute a lot of stuff. It's a skill as a coach in teaching progression and calling and installing to get to that point. Madden coaching is I'm just drawing some stuff up and I'm just throwing the ball, if that makes sense. It's not easy to get high school kids to operate and do a bunch of stuff. But again, like you said, you get to a point where you do need some skill set. And if you don't see a skill set, then they can't teach you. And that's not saying it's a bad thing. I mean, everybody can. That's
it's frustrating as hell to watch.
I mean, I would say Solomon don't watch it.
It's a bad thing or not. It frustrates me.
Find your people that fit what you want to watch and watch. I did it in high school all the time. It was on certain schools I wanted to watch play.
Hey, you know
coach, no, go ahead, Pat.
Okay, I was gonna say the funny thing about this. I was just having this conversation with my son today, and we were talking about his room and how some of these kids come up there and don't have the fundamentals of just even running certain drills. They don't know certain coverages that should be elementary to a kid, at least coming to the college level. I think college coaches kind of expect kids to come in with kind of semi-polished, ready to go, plug and play type situation. But he's like, man, you can tell that, and he said this specifically. He said you can tell in the DFW area and the Houston area, you're getting some real coaching. But the further out it goes and stuff, it's a struggle because scheme wise they don't know nothing, and then they want to argue with you about certain drills and stuff like that. He said he had to get on some kids just about that. Like, bro, I came from a D1 program, and you trying to argue with me about what we did up there? Just crazy.
I think if you break it in the area, you get your biggest bang for your buck in East Texas, including the other two.
Probably so.
The biggest bang for your buck. Like if we generalize in an area, you get your biggest bang for your buck in East Texas. I think there are programs in Houston and in Dallas that do a good job, a really good job, great job.
Exactly.
But if you generalize in an area, East Texas, you get your bang for your buck.
He complimented the suburban schools in the DFW and in Houston, But yeah, he was like, just further out you get some of these little country towns.
I wouldn't even say that, Pat, because
well, he said it.
Some of these schools. No, what I'm saying is some of the schools are suburban schools that I'm talking about, and they drawing up all these beautiful plays, but we can't even block this damn 3-tech. We can't even run the right route or our quarterback and receiver off. So I do get what you're saying because I've been at Texas Southern. I play with a lot of kids from Mississippi who is just show up on the field Friday night and I'm the best thing out there. So I do get that, but I wouldn't even split it up just by suburban and because I mean he just said East Texas and I don't think it's a whole lot of suburbs out in East Texas.
I think too, Solomon. I think too, Solomon is a lot of times, man. That's why coaches only really like Ward said earlier. You go to the schools that right. So there are schools that are known for developing these type of players, right? I know when I go to this school, this kid is going to be this. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't have to teach him how to get in the stance when I get this kid. You know what I'm saying? They have been used to being in the weight room. You know what I mean? I think that's like when I built that A&M team, that's what I did. I went and got kids from winning schools, from winning programs that already knew what hard work looked like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then I went and found the ones that are really talented that you could coach. They just may not know. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that that's what they are. They just may not know or been exposed to it.
And it takes them a little more time.
Yeah, and then you go find your guys like your Tank Dales who, is lighting it up. It's clear, but he just don't have the size that everybody think he should have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you scoop up a guy like that, and the next thing you know, you got football players.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times people, the worst part about recruiting is a lot of your really good football players don't measure up size-wise.
Yeah.
Kyra Haywood, that guy, that's one of his biggest things.
And then I tell you, in these times, it's hard because with the portal, both ways, leaving and getting guys, you don't always have as much time to develop a guy that might have developed in the past and been a draft pick. He may get impatient and say he gone after 2 years. You may have got a couple guys in the portal, a guy this year, a guy the next year, and now he's bumped further down the depth chart, where that used to be high school kids coming in that weren't going to pass him. So some of it's a lot of things to it that I don't think are always intentional. I think sometimes you just now you can get better instantly, and you can get worse instantly. So it's a unique skill set. I think now. I think what's helped us is we got a lot of guys around that were high school guys, longtime high school guys that had a lot of success with kids in multiple programs, not just, Riley at South Lake or me at SOC or whatever. Cat's been in a lot of places. So you kind of know what it looks like. And that just makes the probability go up. That don't mean it's going to be perfect, though.
Let me ask you this.
The dude that looks like that kid is different. He's different. Like you can see it. And then it's always a kid that just has, like you say, the skill set, the intangibles, but he just don't look like what you think he would look like. But you got something but he's a baller. You know what I mean? And you kind of got to look at that kid the same way. Like shit.
Let me ask you something. Yeah, so I think we had a coach on a week or two ago from another district, and we were talking about what makes the difference between the kids on the south side and how they're getting coached and what's happening on that side of town, because we're looking at a team that got, in that case, had major players. They got major college scholarships, got great size on the line of scrimmage, but got skill players just like anybody else. But what is the difference between Southside teams achieving as much as they do, but teams that look or appear to have the same type of talent not being able to get it done on the other side?
I think it's two major things that come to mind, just especially, and Will tell you, when I did get out on the road, I was kind of like a high school football fan going to all of these successful programs. So I had a lot of those conversations with the guys I coached with, just how different schools do different things. But, it was, you could see it. You know what I mean? I think it's mentality. You know what I mean? I think them kids get coached hard.
Yeah.
And I think they have coaches who can comfortably coach them hard. And then I think it's some football know-how to it. I think it's some scheming and some skilling, like Solomon's talking about, that goes with it. And I think people underestimate, if you remove that from those programs, they would be like they always were. Like we're in a golden age on that side of town. It wasn't always like this. I know we've been in it for a second, so everybody done forgot when that stigma still was over all our heads, right? Or it wasn't us that was holding them jobs, and they wasn't winning either. I think now you got the mix of the mentality and the willingness to coach hard with that mentality and scheme and skill. I think people talk about the little league side of it. I'm an outsider to that. From my perspective, the Redbird Raiders and the Redskins and those programs, you still had that. Like that. I know a lot of people like to take pride in it because they're now involved in it. But in those that Will Carr graduated 10, 11 years before me in high school, and he played in those programs. And the what was it called? The Pop Warner program. The Raiders was the only, select-ish team around here, but the Pop Warner programs were really, really strong. So that's been, that's been there. So I don't look at it like that's the difference now. I think the difference is who you're getting as coaches in those programs. And I ain't just talking about the head coach. I'm talking about from position group to position group at those schools. I look at DeSoto's DC. I look at DeSoto's OC. Who are they? Where have they been? Where did they play? How do they coach? That's not how it's been. You know what I'm saying? Same thing at the other spots. So yeah, I think that that's not normal in a lot of places. Like it's hard to come by that. You may have a school that's like that, in this side of town, in this city. It's not normally a couple, 2 or 3 or 4 schools in one space like that. Then now the standard is trying to be matched by other schools. So you're looking at a Jack getting a job on that side. Now you're trying to look, you're looking for that same kind of thing to start popping up, because now the standard is a standard, and they're not trying to hire people who are inferior to what I'm talking about. Right. And I'm talking about the other programs. So it's just feeding off of itself. And we'll see how long it lasts. Shoot, it's been going.
We're gonna keep going. Looking for big things out of Williams at Waxahachie and parts like that. So
it's been going. He got to keep it going because they made a big jump.
No doubt.
And I'm talking about the last 3-4 years, they've made a big jump from what they.
You talking about Lancaster?
Wax.
Oh, Wax. Okay.
Yeah, they in the last couple of years, last few years, they've been a lot better than they have been beforehand. You know what I'm saying? Before Coach Tyler,
it's time.
Yeah, so
it's time for Wax.
It's splitting, so that's gonna be interesting because that's hard.
That's why they got to get it. They to me, if they don't get it before that school open up,
that's hard. When is it supposed to open?
28.
20s. I thought 28. Okay, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's hard, dog. We seen that over and over. Look at Katie. We seen that over and over again, man. It's hard.
Well, I think they open up next year, but sports don't start to 28. So
that's why
you really got 2. So you really got 2.
Yeah.
Basically realignment.
I remember what's this class of 20? I remember when they were saying what we talking about with 28. I remember that. So
they got to get it, man. I mean,
it's good to be able to watch as a fan.
Hey, man, I love it.
I have time on Friday nights now. Sure, I'm gonna be.
They got to win though, man. Stop pressuring me to say new hatch and win a state championship.
I'm gonna send my anonymous breakdowns of different games to Jay Mackey from board.
Oh yeah, you know I take it
already.
I take it. You know I take it. But we'll probably talk about it anyway. But if you got time, I know I'll get that call in the morning.
I'm gonna wait though. I'm gonna wait till later in the season, man. You know, early in the year it'll fool you. Somebody will be smoking hot. They'll be red hot, and then it'll fizzle out. So I'm gonna wait. I'll wait till later. Let everybody figure themselves out.
Yeah, it's a lot of questions going on.
It's always supposed to be. That's what this time of year is for.
It's a lot of questions. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited about this year. I'm going to see my man Holloway Friday.
My boy.
I'm pretty sure SMU
You're doing a really good job over there, man. I know
what he's doing over there.
I tell you,
man, program.
I've told him I didn't think it was possible there. They were so bad for so long. When he took it, I was like, why would he do that? You know what I'm saying? So it's good to see what he doing, because I didn't even think so, and that's why you gotta believe in you.
Administration too. His principal was a coach from athletics, so it was they can relate. Yeah,
support, dog. And sometimes it ain't predictable. You know, sometimes you get these jobs. I remember, funny MT on here. I remember when MT got the head job at Conrad, and it was a big deal. Conrad had just beat SOC. They had won district. And then MT got that job, and that principal changed in July, and she got rid of that program. That boy didn't never win more than 3 games.
Oh my goodness.
God.
My boy, overnight, Will, he got that job. I was so excited for him. I remember that lady came from Spruce, and she started cutting everything, and it was like, oh no.
MT said, I'm gonna go to ad, man. Forget
Hey, took my boy on a completely different path. You hear me? My boy went from the samples path to the AD path.
And shout out to MT.
And everything, man.
Boy, my boy. I never forget that. I learned that early watching some of my friends. Look at him. He know I ain't lying. Yeah. That boy got that job, boy. We were so excited. He was excited. I remember the phone calls like, they got such and such. And I called him. He was like, man, I'm just trying to see what she gonna do. She came in there with them scissors. You hear me, Solomon?
Good.
They had them program where they were busting them kids. Boy, it was over. She cut that stuff. We don't want none of those kids from nowhere.
Good night.
So
I'll let me tomorrow, MT.
You need support, man. But nah, man, I told you, Jay Mac, I'll stop here from time to time. You know, we came right out spring ball, so I had talked to you a couple weeks ago, and before we got on the road, you know, I'll probably run into you at a couple of these practices.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, I'll be up at Richardson. I'm gonna go. I'm actually going to see Timber Creek practice. I'm going to check him out, man. My man got the OC job up there.
Okay.
So I gotta go. My man Cortland White, he got the OC job. He say
I think I'll only be in Dallas on Wednesday this week. That's the day we go out. And I ain't even looked at it. But I think I'll only be here Wednesday. I'll let you know when I'm here and where I'll be at.
For sure. We'll pull up, man. But hey, I guess we all go to bed.
Will, you good? You good for the night?
Yes, I got muted. I'm great for the night, Ward. Thank you.
You muted yourself.
If I ain't never told you, man, I appreciate you. And I thank you for who you are. I love you.
Yeah.
You mean a lot to me, brother.
The treasure that is.
I miss you, dog. Like, for real, man. I miss you, man.
Y'all just saw each other Friday. How much missing are you really doing?
It's different. You don't get to in them instances, J Mac. You don't get to hang out like you hang out though.
So you miss like meeting up at the meeting room and stuff.
A good Todd and Will Paul and Zach argument. We need some time. You don't get even running into them. You don't get some time for that. Like we're gonna find something to argue about that really is meaningless. And you don't know who gonna start it and who gonna be like how Will was today. I got my moments where I'm like that. Well, I just want to argue with you because I want to argue with you because I miss you. Because I miss you. It's okay.
Will just like to piss you off for a little bit.
I see where you are, brother, and I ain't there right now. So you know what? You got it. I can identify it.
Listen, Ward, I'm finna get ready to go to sleep. I gotta get up and go to work in the morning. Got to get the workout in. But listen, man, before we go, I do got to ask you this one question, man.
What's up, bro?
As you get ready to go on this journey, bro, because you just started, everything's fresh and new to you, right? You getting ready to. What does it mean to you, man, to be able to do this at SOC and then turn around and do it at SMU in the same city where you grew up at, man?
Man, when you in the process of it, and I hear Todd say this a lot, you don't really sit and think about that answer. It ain't till it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was leaving, and like that video we put out with Saab, we was doing that video before I was leaving. Because I didn't know I was leaving until a week before. Like it was I didn't think it was actually gonna happen kind of thing. And watching that made me reflect. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, Will. I can't tell you. I got to see how the journey go. You know what I'm saying? I got to see how far it goes and how great we are. And the expectation is that it'll be great because that's all I know at this point. Especially with pieces of the puzzle that's around and all of that, it looks like it's gonna be awesome. But I'll be able to reflect on it when it's over. I think that's part of why the success happens, because it ain't about that part of it yet. It's about just trying to make sure that we are within my responsibility. We are where we're supposed to be, because I do believe if we are that, it's gonna be a hell of a year and a hell of a time. And I think that's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger, like they've been doing already. That's the easy part. It ain't like I'm coming to save some people who don't know what the hell they doing. Like I'm really fitting in. Like, how y'all want me to do this? Like, how do we do this? Okay, tell me where this go. You know what I'm saying? What do I say on this? So I'm fitting into a place that they're trying to go from good to great. It ain't a question of, rebuilding something or whatever. I'm just trying to make sure I don't screw up a part of it. I'm gonna be me and I'm gonna do it the way I'm supposed to. That I know to do it, and if that ain't good enough, I'm okay. But it ain't never been that in my career. So shit, my expectation is that we finna rock and roll.
Right. And that's how I felt working with y'all this year.
Yeah,
like, don't let me mess this up.
Because the thing is, Will, you didn't come in trying to change nothing. You just got your flavor, and your flavor works. So you just find a way to fit into what it already works.
I don't like his flavor,
of it, dog. That's why it's important who you bring around.
Most people don't, Solomon. Most people don't. Okay,
that's why it's important.
I can rub people the wrong way, Solomon. Okay.
Yeah. But that's a part of it. That's part of the process. I think it's who you add to the gumbo. You know what I'm saying? I think it has to be very strategic, and that ingredient, you got to be. You can't reject it because it's different. You can't reject it because it demands you to be better either. Mm-hmm. It's a reason that piece was added. You got to trust who added it. You know what I'm saying? Because in you trying to reject the piece that was added by somebody that's supposed to know what the hell they doing, you saying you don't trust that person, not the person that they added, the person that added. That's a piece of it, dog. You can't question that. And sometimes I done looked over at Ty like, man, who is this cat? Why Ty bring him around? But Ty brought him around. Is there a reason? So I got to make it work, whatever it is. Luckily I knew Will, but that is what it is. So that's the fun part, Will. I think the journey is seeing how far you can go, how far you can push that envelope, knowing when to back up. When you take your L, knowing when to go look in the mirror and fix something, and not think you know everything. You know what I mean? That's the part I'm looking most forward to. The best example of that, Will, before we go, is we got there. And you know, I come on here, I talk to y'all, I spoke at all these clinics, and you know, the coordinator, Coach Simon, left. I was gonna coach safeties with him. So I was gonna kind of have a handicap, making sure I knew what I was doing with the safeties and nicks, the safeties, because that's what I was gonna coach. And then he left, and it's a lot more safety. So then Coach Hunley went to safeties with the nickels, and then I went to corners, which is what I've coached before. So I went to corners. Simon officially left on like a Thursday night. Friday, we went, but we kind of left because we knew we was gonna be working. Monday morning, I found out I was going to corners. Tuesday, I had to present on the install in the defense.
Well,
when I say I got in there like a coach that ain't never coached before, because I didn't know shit I was talking about, and I was trying to rush through it, and I was talking low, and I was mumbling. I was trying my best to bullshit through that thing. I didn't know nothing. It was exciting because you was nervous and you was embarrassed, and I haven't felt like that in so long. You know what I'm saying? After the fact, I just couldn't stop laughing and smiling because it's like, dang, you go right back to it. You know what I'm saying? But that's my personality, my perspective is that it's not. You know, a lot of guys would have taken that like a victim. Like it was like, and I'm talking about, I spent that night before I was up. I had to be there at like 6:30. I was cramming, trying to learn. I couldn't figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? So that's a piece of it. You know, you become a part of that journey, and it's a reason that he wanted to do that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever his reasoning was, and after that, you know, it was fun. And then the next time I got up in that meeting and had to present on something, it was something I was comfortable with, and it was the opposite. And everybody was kind of like, okay,
this is what it looked like.
See why you're here now. You know what I'm saying? So that's a piece of it, man. It's just that constant hunger of trying to make sure that you do what you're supposed to do and not feeling like you've done enough. And when I was at SOC, I never felt like I did enough. You know, it wasn't ever I'm him kind of thinking. It's a job to be done, and every year is a different year, and these kids is different. I mean, we won that first title, and then the second year we had so many kids back. And that year was hard because them kids was full. They had ate good. They had got all the attention they wanted. They was champions. They had done something impossible. And to get them kids to play hard and care was hard that second title year. Like on defense, it was hard. I'm not saying that like they didn't want to. I'm saying it wasn't the same fight for them kids. There was most of it. There was always, you had 6 guys in secondary committed, and you had 2 guys up front. You had like they had won a title, and that was what they. You know, so you got in some games, and it was like you had the coldest cats you'd have never seen, and the next week, you was like, bro, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to be back in that boat where it's like I'm going to war with some cats I ain't never been to war with. You know, even the kids I know like JT. I don't know college JT like that. I always mess with him. Like, man, I don't give a damn what you could do. I ain't seen it. You know what I'm saying? I need to see consistency so I can feel comfortable. You know, because when you screw that up, that's my ass. Now, before I had a little more string, you screwed that up. Todd just looked at me like, come on, well, we got to get him right. And now that look ain't going to be that same look because I ain't earned that. You know, so it's a little different. But, I mean, Will, it's cool. I'm excited, man. I'm excited about the journey of it. And I think it's going to go well.
We're excited for you, boss.
Yeah,
I'm going to holler at you, though, Ward. Be safe and enjoy your break. And I'll holler at everybody, man. Y'all be good.
All right, man. Good, all right, J-Man.
Appreciate you, Will. We're going to catch up with you hopefully in a month or 2 or whatever you can.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
You got an open invitation. I ain't got
I come back before I go on the beach with I'm going back to Carnival this year. So I come before I go there.
Oh, okay. Man, which made the Carnival pick. Oh man.
Nah, man, y'all be tripping, man. Y'all be I can't have my pick out like that now, man.
Yeah, now you can't show that pick. Leave that pick alone, man.
Yeah, I can't post my pics now, man. They're gonna be having me on the show, and then it's gonna be on the blog, and see, I can't do it. But I'm gonna come before then.
Coach, my bad, Coach.
When we come off that camp circuit, J-Mac, I'll be back. I'll let you know.
Hey, I'm gonna be bothering you still, Ward. You somebody I trust now. So
come on with it, son.
You gotta
I ain't got to catch up on the recent episodes because we've been working. But when I'm on the road now, I won't be busy. You know, it'll be a little different. So I'm gonna catch up on all your episodes because I really enjoy them. I think what you're doing dope as hell.
I appreciate that, Coach.
Yes, all right, sir. Fellas.
All right, peace.
Shout out to the Dub. Hey,
watch this.
Hey, number one Dub.
Football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hoods, put it in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, go good. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack, he be on the scene, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
We rise and go easy, off the easy, push easy. We messed up with our special kids, make it easy, so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That GF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That GF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat O'Teasy, Jeremy McKinnon, Coach Carr, and Brian Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out.
Going to the next round. Salute. Get ready.
The salute. Hey.